welcome to Oliveboard. I'm your Quant faculty Priyanka here. So friends, in this session, I'm going to discuss the 2019 memory-based question which was asked in your SBI PO exam. Okay, so that you will get idea for your coming exam that what all things you should prepare for your exam. Okay, so let us begin this session, guys. So in this, I wanted to make a very good announcement here. So there is a good course which has been started already from this Monday. So that is SBI PO Success Batch course. It is a very good course, guys. Now what all benefits you will be getting from this course? So in this course, you will be getting 50 plus live classes. Okay, so along with that, we'll also be providing you the PDF for those classes. Then you have 60 plus video lectures also. Okay, along with that, special attention will be given to descriptive English paper. So many of you have this concern which will be addressed in this course. Then you have SBI PO 2019 topper session. So they'll tell you what all are the practical things or what should be your approach according to the current year exams. Okay, so that will be discussed through these sessions. Along with that, you are also going to have live practice session which is led by the faculty wherein you can calculate what is your performance in the exam. So based on that, you can modify your performance and your approach to the exam. Plus, you are also going to get the mock test. So 20 prelim and 10 mains mock test will be provided, and sectional tests are also provided in this. Okay, and at the end, we will also give you special strategy session what you should apply in your exam. So that all these features is a complete package for you to clear the SBI PO exam pre as well as mains as well as descriptive paper. Okay, so yes, so I think this is the best time you can buy this. So yes, reserve your seat immediately. Okay, so let us begin the discussion, guys. So SBI PO pre, I have taken the 2019 paper in this. So memory based, I have taken almost all the questions which were asked in your 2019 exam. So let us begin. First part is arithmetic. So 4 years hence, sum of ages of A and B is 16 years more than sum of present ages of B and C. So you can pause the video and you can try to solve these questions on your own. Okay, so that you will understand that where you are stuck and then you can watch the solution over here. So 4 years hence, so let me assume the current age is A and B. Okay, so what would be their 4 years age? Okay, so after 4 years, what would be their age? This will become A plus 4, this will become B plus 4. So overall, I can write 8 over here. Right, so A plus B plus 8. So because they have given you 4 years hence, sum of ages of A and B is 16 more than sum of present ages of B and C. Now B and C I am assuming present age only, so I am writing B plus C over here. So based on this, you can observe B will get cancelled. So what will you get? A minus C, this is equal to 8 over here. So this is my first equation in this case. Okay, now 4 years ago, sum of ages of A and C. So 4 years ago means what will you write? A plus C. 4 years ago means both of them will be subtracted 4. So you will be getting complete value of minus 8 over here. Now this is 32 years. Okay, so what they have given, sum of their ages is 32 years. So what will you write? This is equal to 32. So A plus C value I can very easily calculate, that is equal to 40 over here. So this is your first equation. This is your second equation. So if I add both of them, what will I get? 2A is equal to 48. So A value will be equal to 24. If A value is 24, easily I can calculate C value, that is 16. That is what is asked in your question. Find the present age of C, that is nothing but 16 years over here. I hope it is clear. So first question based on arithmetic. So simply you have to apply the concept of ratio in this case. Okay, I hope it is clear. Let us move on to the next question based on profit and loss now. So person purchased 2 articles at the same price. On selling the first article, he makes profit of 12%. Let us suppose he purchased both the article for same price. So cost price is same. Let us suppose it is 100x. Okay, first one he is getting profit of 12%. So 12% profit means what will you get? 112x. Okay, selling the second one, he is getting 90 more than the selling price of first one. Okay, so 90 more than selling price of first one. So what will you write? 112x plus 90 rupees over here. Okay, now what is given? The find the cost price of one article if his overall profit is 15%. So they have given you overall profit over here. So how will you solve this? This is 200x. Overall cost price is 200x. Overall selling price, if I calculate, it is 224x plus 90. Now what is given in your question? Profit is 15%. So what will you write? 15% of cost price. 15% of cost price, that is nothing but 200x over here. This profit is equal to profit in the transaction. So what will you write? SP minus CP. So let me write it. SP is this value. CP is 200x. So this is what is my equation. So let me repeat it. This is my profit part. This is equal to overall selling price minus cost price over here. Okay, so if you calculate this value, very easily you can calculate it. This is nothing but 30x over here. This is equal to 24x plus 90. If I take 24x on the other side, 6x is equal to 90 over here. So x value is nothing but 6 ones and 6 fives are. So 15 would be the x value. What is asked in your question? Find the cost price of one article. Now cost price is 100x, so my value would be equal to 1500 in this case. So your answer is nothing but 1500 in this case. I hope it is clear. So based on this simple concept of same cost price, you can attempt this question. Let us move on to the next question. So ratio of speed of boat in still water to the speed of current is 10:1. Okay, so let me write U and V over here. So that is the standard representation we use, 10x and x. Okay, now ratio of the time taken by boat to cover d kilometer downstream. So how much time? Distance by speed. Okay, distance divided by speed. So distance divided by downstream speed. What will be the downstream speed? 11x. 10x plus x. Now this is what is given in your question. The time taken by the boat to cover d downstream is equal to cover the d minus 45 kilometer upstream. They have given you the ratio over here. So let me write down how much time it will take to cover d minus 45 upstream. So d minus 45 upstream means 10x minus x. So I have to write 9x over here. This is equal to 3/2. This is equal to 3/2. I hope all of you are getting it. Now you can cancel this value. So what will you get? This 9 will go in the numerator. So I can write this as 9d upon 11 d minus 45. This value is equal to 3/2 over here. 3 3s are 9. That is what you will get. So when you cross multiply, this will become 6d is equal to 11d minus 11 into 45. So very easily I can calculate the value. When I am taking it on the other side, this will become 5d is equal to 11 into 45. So you can calculate the value. This is d value will be nothing but 99 kilometer, right? So 5 nines are, so you are going to get 99 kilometer over here. Okay, so d value is nothing but 99 kilometer in this case. I hope it is clear. So simply I have calculated the value of time for downstream, value of time for upstream based on the given constraints, and I have equated it with the given ratio and I have solved the equation. So you can get the value of d, that is 99 kilometer using that. So friends, this is the question based on ratio and proportion. So here what is given? A container contains mixture of milk and water in which water is 24%. So let me first figure out what is the ratio. Water is 24%. So what would be the milk part? You have to simply subtract it. That is nothing but 76%. Now to calculate the ratio, I am dividing both the values by 4. So 4 ones are, 4 nines are, and 4 six are. So your ratio is 19:6. Now what is given in your question? 50% of the mixture is taken out. Now when you are taking out the 50% mixture, this ratio of milk is to water will remain same in this. Okay, so you have to keep this in mind. Even if it is 50%, the ratio would be same here. So same ratio I have to copy. Now what is given? Let us assume this is x, this is x. Now what is given in your question? The water is 78 liter less than the milk. Now let me check how much water is less than the milk. So 19x minus 6x. This value is nothing but 78 liters. Okay, so what are you getting? 13x is equal to 78 liter. X is equal to 6 over here. Now what is given in your question? Find the remaining quantity of milk in that container. Now pay attention over here. So what you have to calculate? The remaining milk in the container. So 50% mixture I have taken out. 50% is what is remaining. Right? Now pay attention. The value of ratio is 19:6. Here also it will be 19:6. So can I say that whatever milk is present over here, same milk will be present in this remaining part as well. Okay, so even if you calculate milk in this case, same milk will be present here also, because both of the quantities are 50-50% plus the ratio is also same. So what will be your milk content? That is nothing but 19 into 6, that is nothing but 114 liters. So that is what is my answer. E option would be the correct answer in this case. I hope it is clear. Now let me move on to the next question. That is question based on the perimeter. Okay, so based on geometry, here you have to use simple concept. Let me read the question. The perimeter of the triangle is equal to perimeter of the rectangle. Okay, so what is given? Perimeter of the triangle value, this is equal to perimeter of the rectangle. Okay, now what is asked in your question? Length of the rectangle is 75% of the side of the square. So length of the rectangle, when I'm talking about, let us suppose side of the square, this is nothing but A over here. Okay, so 75% is nothing but 3/4 times of A. And ratio of length and breadth of the rectangle is 3/2. So length by breadth, this is equal to 3/2. Now if I know the length value, I can calculate breadth also. Okay, so what will be your B value? Very easily you can say B would be equal to, let me cross multiply, so it is 2/3L. Now you already know the L value, 3/4A. Let me write down that value over here. So you'll get 3/4A over here. This will get cancelled. So this is nothing but A/2. So breadth is nothing but A/2. So what is given? The perimeter of the square. So what would be perimeter of square over here? So perimeter of square is nothing but 4 times of its side. So that is 4A. And perimeter of rectangle. So perimeter of rectangle, you need to calculate the value. What would be the value? 2 times of length plus breadth. Okay, now length value is nothing but 3/4A and breadth value is nothing but A/4, A/2. Now this should be multiplied by 2 to get the perimeter. Now you take LCM. So what will you get here? 3A plus 2A upon 4 over here. So what is the value? 5A/2. My value would be 5A/2. Now what is given in your question? The difference between the perimeter of the square and the rectangle value is given in your question. So 4A is the perimeter of square minus 5A/2. This is equal to 36 in your question. Right? So you can calculate this value. This is nothing but 3A/2. This is equal to 36. Very easily I can divide this. So A value is nothing but 24 centimeter over here. A value is nothing but 24 centimeter. Now what is asked in your question? Find the perimeter of the triangle. Now triangle perimeter is equal to rectangle perimeter. And what is the rectangle perimeter? It is nothing but, we have calculated 5A/2. So you have to write your answer as 5A/2. So 5/24/2, that is nothing but 60 centimeter over here. Okay, so that is nothing but 60 centimeter, 2 12s and 12 5s. So this is equal to the perimeter of rectangle, which is equal to perimeter of triangle. So that is what is asked in your question. I hope it is clear. So simply based on the definition of perimeter, this question can be solved over here. Now let me move on to the DI that was asked in your last year exam. So they have asked one pie chart based on which 5 questions are given. Okay, now whenever you are solving any question like this, it is always better to calculate all the values and keep it handy. Okay, then only your calculation will become really easy over here. Okay, so if this is 400, very easily 25% means immediately you can say this would be 100. Okay, this would be 30% means it would be 120, and this value is 45%. So that is nothing but 180 over here. Yes, so very easily you can calculate the value. Now total is nothing but this value. Now Friday value is, I already know this is 100. So let me immediately calculate it. This is 5. So I can divide 100 by 5. So that is nothing but 20. So 22s are 40, 23s are 60. Are you getting it? Similarly for Saturday, they have given you the value 120. 120 divided by this total 12. So you will be getting 10 over here. 10 5s are 50, 10 7s are 70. And last value is 180. So 180 divided by total, that is 9, which is 20 over here. 25s are 100 and 24s are 80. So this is the value that you are going to get. Now let me solve the question over here. So whatever values we have written, please keep those values in mind. Okay, so this is how first itself you should calculate the value. Okay, so you can copy this into your reference book and then you can solve the question. Now let me move on to the first question. So what is given? If on Monday, number of males who visited the national park are increased by 20% over the males visited the national park on Saturday. So on Saturday, how many males represented? So here you can check that value is nothing but 50 over here. So 50 males have visited. So what is given on Monday? They have given you the value is 20% more. It is increased by 20%. So it will become 1.2, or you can say 120%. 120% is nothing but 1.2. So what will be the value? 60 males would have visited on Monday. Okay, and females visiting the national park on Monday is 33 1 by 3%. That is nothing but 1 by 3 more than. More than means I told you, you have to add it with 1, or you have to add it with 100%. 100% is nothing but 1. It is 100% or 1 by 3% more than the female visiting on Friday. Okay, so female, if I have to calculate on Monday, it is 4 by 3. 1 plus 1 by 3 times those who are visiting on Friday. Okay, so it is 33 1 by 3% more than visiting on Friday. So female visiting on Friday, what is the value? 60 over here. So I have to copy that value. So let me write it over here. This is nothing but 4 by 3 into 60. So very easily you can calculate the value. That is nothing but 80. So what is asked? Find the total person visiting on the Monday. So 60 plus 80, that is nothing but 140 persons have visited. So option C is the correct answer in this case. I hope all of you are following. So simply based on percentage increase and decrease, questions will be there in DI. Total female visiting the national park on Sunday and Saturday. So we have calculated the value Saturday and Sunday. You can refer the value. Let me write down the value quickly over here. This is 40, 60. This is nothing but 50, 70. Last value is nothing but 180. Okay. So let me solve the question now. Total female visiting the national park on Saturday and Sunday. So how many females are visiting on Saturday and Sunday? 150. This is what percent more or less than total males visiting the national park on Friday and Sunday. So males on Friday and Sunday. So what is the value? 40 and 100 over here. So 40 and 100 means 140 in this case. So 150 is what percent more than this? So what will you write? 10 upon more than. More than this means this will be your denominator into 100. So what are you getting here? 100 by 14. That is nothing but 50 by, you can divide both of the values by 2. So what will you get? 50 by 7 over here. So very easily you can say 7 7s are 49. 1 would be remaining. 7 1 by 7%. I hope it is clear. So based on the data, it is very easy to calculate the answer in this case. Okay. Let me move on to the next question. Again, so if you write down the value, it becomes easy. 40, 60, 50, 70 and 180 over here. So what is given? What is the average males visiting national park on all these days? Okay, so you have to simply take average of males. Very easy question. So easily you can check. This is 190 divided by 3. 190 is the total males divided by 3. So easily you can calculate 3 6 are 18. 1 would be remaining. 3 3s are 9. 1 by 3. So 63 1 by 3 would be the average in this case. I hope it is clear. Now let me discuss the next question. So cost price per male and per female on any day is 45 and 40. Okay, so this is 45 and this is 40 on any day. Total amount obtained by National Park on Friday. So we have already written this value. This is 40, 60. So on Friday, how much amount will be collected? 40 into 45. 45 is the male price. And second one is 60 into 40. That is female price. Okay, is total amount collected on Friday is what more or less than total amount obtained on Sunday. So I have to calculate Sunday value also. On Sunday, this is nothing but 180. So very easily you can calculate this value multiplied by 45 and 80 multiplied by 40 over here. So what will you get? Simply you can calculate the value. This is nothing but 1800. This is 2400. Let me calculate the value in this case also 4500 plus 3200. Now I want difference, so you can take individual difference also over here and add them. That will also reduce your calculation. So that is nothing but 2700 and this is 800 over here. So 2700 plus 800, that is nothing but 3500 in this case. I hope all of you are getting it. So simply I have calculated the difference. You can add and take the difference, that is also fine, but this way also you can do the calculation in this case. I hope it is clear. Now next question, what is the ratio of males visiting the park on Friday to female visiting the park on Saturday? Yes, we already know these values. This is 40, 60 and 50 and 70. What are they asking you? The males visiting the park on Friday, that is 40, and female visiting the park on Saturday, so 70. 4:7 would be the value, that is nothing but D option in this case. I hope it is clear. So this is how you can solve the DI very easily once you decode the value initially itself. Otherwise, every time finding out the value may become tedious. Now let me solve the next question. Okay, again arithmetic question. Perimeter of the base of cylinder is 66 centimeter. We know that what is the perimeter? 2 pi r for the cylinder, that is equal to 66 centimeter. Now let me write down the value. 22 by 7 into r, this is equal to 66. So 22 threes are, what are you getting? R value is equal to 21 by 2. Now what is given in your question? Find the volume of the cylinder if height is given in your question. So what is the volume? We know the formula for volume, that is pi r square h. Okay, what is pi? 22 by 7. R square I can write 21 by 2 into 21 by 2 multiplied by 0.04. Okay, now you have to keep this in mind. This is in meter. So I have to convert it into centimeter. So the 0.04 will not come. Only 4 will come because you have to multiply it by 100. So it will become 4 centimeter over here. Now this 2 to 4, this will get cancelled, right? You are getting 7 threes are 21. Okay, so simply you can multiply 22 into 3 into 21. Okay, so you know the trick to multiply by 11. So you can convert this into 11 terms, 63, and this can be written as 2 into 11. So what will you get? 63 into 2, very easily you can calculate. It is 126 multiplied by 11. So very easily you can calculate the value 6831. 1386, that is will be the answer. That is the volume of the cylinder. I hope all of you are getting it. So simply based on the mensuration formula, very easily you can do the question. So this was the second question which is based on mensuration here. Now let me solve few questions based on the quadratic equation. Okay, so quantity comparison. Now here you have to figure out the roots. So you can very easily check the value. 9 5s are 45. Right, 9 and 5. Now here you cannot apply the short trick. You have to figure out the value because both of the values are positive. So 9 5s are, one root is 9, other would be 5, and this value also you have to calculate, that is 12 6s are, right? 12 6s are 72, that is total is nothing but 18. So 12 is one root, other is 6. Now you can draw the number line and check it. So first root x and y is 5 and 9. So this is 5, this is 9, this is my x value. When I'm talking about y, the y value would be 6 here and the second value is 12. So you can check, you cannot compare these values. So my answer would be no relation can be established. Okay, so easily you can compare the roots in this case. Now here they are asking you, again you can check both of the values are positive and here also sign is same. So I need to check the actual root in this case. So let me figure out the root, but easy roots are there. So 4 3s are 12. So in this case minus 4 minus 3. In this case 5 4s are 20. So minus 5 minus 4. Here you can observe both of these roots are lesser. So I can say minus 5 minus 4. And after this you have minus 4 minus 3. So I can say that x value is either greater than or equal to y. X value is either greater than or equal to y. That is nothing but B option in this case. I hope all of you are getting it. Now let me move on to the next question. Again the signs are same. So I have to figure out the roots in both the cases. Okay. So what will be the roots? 4 3s are 12. When you have 12 and sum is 7 itself. So I can say plus 4 plus 3. But here you have to divide by 4 over here. Here you have to divide by 4. Okay. And this is nothing but 7 6 are 42. 7 6 are 42. So you can calculate the root in this case. So if you are not getting the roots, you can also split this into parts. So that is 2 into 21. Right? 21 can be written as 3 into 7. Now you try down the options. So 7 2s are 14. 14 and 3 would be the roots in this case. So 14 and 3 divided by this value, that is 7. So this would be the value in this case. If you evaluate this, this is 1. This is approximately 0.75. This is 2. And this value also you can calculate 0.4. Now easily you can see here 2 is more, 0.4 is less than these two values, right? So x would be somewhere here and y value, one value of y is here and other value is here, right? So you can say no relation can be established. Okay, so or you can form the table also. So how will you form the table? For x roots you can write here 1, 1, 0.75, 0.75. Okay, but it takes a lot of time. Y value you can mention, one value is 2.4, other is 2.4. Now easily you can compare, this is greater, this is greater. So here itself I can say no relation can be established. So you can either use the line method or number line method, or you can use the tabular method to get the answer. Okay, now one more question. So here the addition value is 9 and 45 twos are 90. So what are you getting? The roots will be 10 and 9 divided by 2. Here also coefficient is 2, so no need to write 2 here. Okay, and this is 4 twos are 8. Okay, so what will you get? One root will be 8 and 1. Both are divided by 2, so no, doesn't matter, don't write this. Okay, now you simply compare the value. One value is 1, other is 8 and other values are 9 and 10. So obviously x is greater than y. Okay, so if you check, both the values are lesser than your given values. So that is how you have to calculate the answer. Now one more last question from the quadratic. So generally number series and quadratic 5 marks questions will be asked. Okay, so whenever you have x square equal to 144, please keep this in mind. Whenever this power is 2 means I am going to have two roots of the equation. So what will be the roots? One root will be positive and other will be negative root of 12. Okay, now when you are talking about this, what will you say? Y plus 12, this is equal to 0, because anyways you are taking square root on both the sides. So you are taking square root here and here. So what is the value of y? Y is equal to minus 12. So very easily I can compare in this case, y is either less than or equal to x. If it is minus 12 means you will say it is less. If it is positive 12 means x is more. I hope all of you are getting it. So this is how you have to apply the formula and that would be your answer in this case. So okay, sorry, y is lesser than or equal to x, that is option B. So this is how you have to mark the answer. Now let me solve the next question, that is just now I told you. So either it will be quadratic and series or you may get simplification also for the 5 marks. Okay, so from those three topics, that is approximation, series and quadratic, either two will come for the 10 marks. So please keep that in mind. So let me solve this question now. So 200, 197. So this is the series given. Now here you can observe there is no much difference between the first and the last value. So simply I can calculate the difference. This difference is 3. Okay, this difference also you can calculate. It is 12. If you calculate this difference over here, that is 22. And this difference is nothing but 33, right? 33. Now again I can take the difference. Again one more time, one layer you can check. What will you get? This is nothing but 9. This is 10. This value is 11. Okay, that means my next value must be 12 over here. If it is 12, what would be the difference? You can check the difference value, that is 45. Now I am decreasing it. So what will be your answer? 130 minus 45 here. That is nothing but you can check the answer 85 in this case. So you can also pause the video and check your answer on your own. Okay, so I hope it is clear. So double layer series was asked in your 2019 exam. Let me move on to the next question now. So here you observe 15 and 8. So whenever you get question like this, try to establish the relation. So how will you be able to get 8 from 15? You can observe here that if I divide 15 by 2, what will I get? 7.5. 7.5 plus 0.5 means what I have done? Divided by half and addition of half. So what are you doing here? Multiplied by half plus half. Okay, similarly here what will you do? Into 1.5 plus 1.5. Okay, into 1.5 plus 1.5. Similarly, this is nothing but into 2 plus 2. So what will be your answer? Into 2.5 plus 2.5 over here. Okay, so 32 2s are 64, right? 2.5 means I have to add 16 over here. So what will you get? This is nothing but 80. 80 plus this 2.5. So 82.5 would be the correct answer. I hope all of you are getting it. 82.5 will be the correct answer. So this is how the either multiplication addition, that is the combination series, will be used. So in my SBI PO success batch, I have discussed all these logics which were there in the exam. So that is how that batch is going to help you a lot, because you are going to get the exact content which can come in the exam. Okay, so all of you do join that batch, guys. It will help you a lot to crack your exam. Okay, so let us move on to the next part now. So here, if you observe, now I told you this trick in the success batch. What was that trick? This is 1-digit number and this is 3-digit number. So when you are moving from 1-digit to 3-digit, it is very obvious that there is a multiplication logic in this case. So how will you get that logic? 5 6 are 30, 30 into 5, 150, 150 into 4, 600. So obviously I have to multiply this by 3 over here. Okay, so 600 into 3, that is 1800 would be the answer. I hope all of you are getting it. Simple logic of multiplication, you should be able to guess the logic based on your practice. So same practice we did in our already happened number series class, if you remember. Okay, now let me move on to the next question. So next question is again based on the series. Okay, so 222, 110, 54 and 26 is what is written over here. So try to calculate what could be the logic. So how will you be able to get 54 from here? So if you observe, 27 2s are 54, right? Similarly, this is 55 2s are 110. Okay, if you observe this is 111 2s are 222. So can I say I have to add 1 and then multiply by 2? Okay, so 26 plus 1, 27 and 27 2s are 54 plus 1, 55, 55 2s are 110 plus 111 2s are. So what will you do? Here you have to first take half, that is 13, and then I have to subtract 1. So basically you will be writing 12 over here. So in this 12, I'll be adding 1 and multiply by 2. So here your answer would be 12 in this case. Okay, so simple series again based on multiplication and addition. So there are two things happening. One is the addition of the number and then you are multiplying it by 2. Okay, so same logics I had discussed in that class also. Okay, now let me take the fifth question which was asked in your exam. So let me observe this. This is a very common pattern which has been asked for last 2-3 years. If you observe the series, now here 104, again it is decreasing, again it is increasing, again decreasing. Whenever you see something like this, that there is increase, decrease, increase, decrease, it is always or the alternate series pattern. What is the alternate series pattern? You observe these alternate number. Okay, in my class I told you 1 or 2 questions are asked always about this. Okay, so you can check in 2019 itself it was asked. So you can check what is the difference between these numbers. So here the difference is 8. Here also if you observe the difference is 8. Similarly, now when I am writing this, there should be difference of 8 over here. Okay, so 120 plus 8, 128. So here it should be 112. So 112 plus 8 is nothing but 120 over here. I hope all of you are getting it. So this is the alternate series pattern. That is what you have to follow in this case. I hope it is clear. Okay, so 5 series based questions and same logic has been discussed in our success batch also. So you can see that the batch is going to help you a lot to crack your exam. Okay, now let me solve few of the arithmetic questions which were asked in your exam. A invested X in the scheme. So A and B, he invested X rupees over here. After 6 months, B joined him with 4,000 more. So what will you write? X plus 4,000. Because he came with 4,000 rupees more after an year. So A is there for 1 year. So let me write 12 months. And he is there only for 6 months. So what would be the ratio? 1:2 would be the ratio. Are you getting it? Now what is given? You have to calculate the profit. You know that this is investment, this is time. Your profit is always the product of I and T. So what will you get here? This will become 2x. This will become x plus 4,000 over here. So what is given? After the year, ratio of profit of B to total profit is 3:7. Okay, so B upon total. They have given you B by total value. This is nothing but 3/7. So if I have to write B by A, that is nothing but 3/4. B by A is 3/4, or you can say A by B is 4/3. So same value I can write now. So 2x, okay, 2x upon x plus 4,000. This is equal to 4/3 over here. So cross multiply, what will you get? 6x is equal to 4x plus 16,000 over here. When you are taking it on the other side, this will become 2x equal to 16,000. So x is nothing but 8,000 in this case. That is what is asked in your question. Find the value of x. So x is nothing but 8,000 in this case. Okay, so simply based on the partnership concept, this question can be solved over here. Now let me take one question based on simple interest. Okay, so what is given here? 15 rupees is invested in scheme A at R% simple interest. Another amount 1500 minus X is invested in scheme B at 2R% per annum. Okay, simple interest only. After 4 years, so both of them are calculated at the same time period, that is 4 years. The interest earned from A is 25% less than the B. Okay, so A is 25% less, means it is 75% of B. 25% less means it is 75% of the B. So what will you get? A by B, this is nothing but 3 by 4. A by B is nothing but 3 by 4. This is the ratio of simple interest in this case. Okay, so simple interest value, if you know the ratio, very easily you can write down the value. So first case, it is 1500. In scheme A, it is 1500 rupees invested at R% rate. Okay, time period, you can say it is 4. Okay, similarly, second one value is 1500 minus X. This is invested at 2R%. Okay, so 2R%, so you have to write 2R%. Time is again 4. Even if you do not mention, that is fine. Okay, so you have to do this calculation in mind. Now this is 2 over here, so 2 2s are 4. Now you cross multiply the value. So what will you get? 4500 minus 3x. This is equal to the 3000 over here. So very easily I can calculate the value. 3x is equal to 1500, or I can say x value is nothing but 500 in this case. So that is what is asked in your question. Find the value of x. So x is nothing but 500 in this case. I hope all of you are getting it. So simply based on that, you have to calculate the value. Okay, let me move on to the next question based on work and time. So 40 men can complete the work in 48 days. So if I have to talk about the work is nothing but 40 men working for 48 days. 64 men started for the same work and they worked for X days. So 64 men started work for X days. Now after X days, 32 men increased. So what will be the value now? 64 plus 32. And the remaining people work is completed in 16 2 by 3 days. That is nothing but if you calculate 50 by 3 days. So you can multiply this by 50 by 3. This is nothing but the complete work. So I can equate this value with this value. Are you guys getting it? So simply you can calculate 64x plus this value very easily. You can calculate 96 into 50 by 3. This is equal to total work, that is 40 into 48. Okay, if you calculate this value, this is nothing but 32. So easily I can say 64x is equal to, this value is nothing but 5 2s are 10 and 5 3s are 15 and 1 16. This is equal to 9600. Okay, sorry, not 96. You can calculate this value. I thought 48 2s are is there. So it is 48 4s are. So very easily we can calculate the value. That is nothing but 1920, right? So 64x value would be equal to 320 in this case. So x value very easily I can calculate 10 by 2, that is 5 over here. That means the x value is 5 in this case. Okay, so very easily you can calculate the value based on the simple rule, that is men multiplied by number of days will give you the value. So chain rule is used in this case. So in my YouTube session also many times I have discussed the questions based on chain rule. Okay, so generally questions will be asked from this topic. Okay, now the question based on speed and time. So what is given? 175 meter long train P passed a pole in 8.75 seconds. Okay, so train of 175 meter, it is crossing a pole. So train crossing a pole means simply you have to divide by the time. Now this is equal to your speed of train P. I hope all of you are getting it. So simply you can remove this decimal and calculate the value over here. So directly you can observe over here. So I can divide, let me divide it by 25. So 25 3s are 75. Okay, after that 12 will be remaining. So 25 5s are, right? Similarly 25 7s are, so you are getting 2 zeros. So if you calculate this value, that is nothing but 20 meter per second. So speed of P is nothing but 20 meter per second. Now what is given? Train P passed another train Q traveling in the direction opposite to P, okay, in 60 by 7 seconds, okay, and length of Q is also mentioned. So let me write down now. So P length is 175, Q length is 225, and it is crossed in how much time? 60 by 7. 60 by 7. So here I have to write the relative speed, that is SP plus SQ. SP value is known, SQ value is what I have to calculate. So very easily you can calculate the value in this case. So that is nothing but 400 into 7 divided by 60. Okay, so this is equal to 20 plus SQ over here. So if you divide this value, this is 2 3s are and 2 20s are. So you are getting 140 by 3 minus 20 over here. So this is nothing but speed of Q. If you calculate the value using this speed of Q, this is nothing but 3 2s are 6. So 140 minus 60, that is nothing but 80 by 3. So speed of Q is this. Now what is given in your question? Then in what time train Q will pass P when they are running in the same direction? So again my numerator would be same, that is addition of both the values. So directly you can say 400. They are moving in same direction, so I have to take difference between their speed. So 80 by 3 minus the first speed was 20 over here. So this would be the time in this case. So what will you get? 400 into 3 divided by this is nothing but 20 over here. Okay, so very easily you can calculate this value is nothing but 60 seconds in this case. Okay, so in 60 seconds it will be able to cross it in the same direction. So simply based on the pole and the concept of same direction and opposite direction, so relative speed concept is used in this question. Okay, I hope it is clear. So this is how you have to solve the question paper. So that is what was there in your 2019 SBI PO exam, guys. Now these all are the upcoming courses. So SBI PO success batch, you can check here. This is a very important batch that has been started from 23rd of November. So still you are not late. Yes, do join it. Whatever questions were asked in last year, same pattern I am discussing in your those batches also. So the batch is going to help you a lot to crack your exam. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and do like the video.